Sir, what inspired you to become a writer, and what is inspiring you to continue to write? Are there challenges? What are those? I mean, what's the inspiration? Because I can imagine that there would be very times that you want to not do it.
Okay.
Tell us. Because there might be someone listening to you.
How much time do I have?
30 seconds.
All right, because I perhaps I can spend the whole day talking about
30 seconds.
What's inspired my writing. Okay, I like to say that I write, or I cannot not write. You know, I started writing at a very young age. I was my biggest influence, I would say, was my father's bookshelf. You know, he had a lot of African writer series. You know, I grew up seeing those orange spined books all over the place. But then I, at a very early age, started reading some of you will show your age now. You know, Sugar Girl, Akin Goes to School, and those titles. And I was inspired to start writing my own versions of those stories that I read. You know. And from there to, you know, being part of the press club in school and things like that, literally and debating society, and all the way to participating in writing groups and attending workshops and the likes, and writing my own blog, and then short stories, and then ultimately getting published as a novelist. So those were my foundation and my inspiration. What makes me to continue to write is that, for me, the calling of a writer for me is to tell, you know, to document human experiences. And look around you. There's a whole lot to talk about. And I have done a bit of journalistic writing in my life, but I find that nothing, no medium enables me express human experiences as much as fiction does, right? I can put out an article talking about how there are 20 million out-of-school children in Nigeria. It flies over your head when you read the article, but if I tell a story about Amina in Kanu, who might be married off as soon as she's 11 or 12, and means she will never be able to go to college or school, and the best she can be is a mother at a very young age, having children. Perhaps she might be divorced from the husband before she's 20. She's battling vesico-vaginal fistula and all that. That story becomes more relatable to you as fiction, because you're thinking of your own daughter. You're thinking of the Aminas you see on the street every day. And so I find fiction as a powerful medium. And there are a whole lot of stories to tell, and I keep telling them. And you asked about challenges. I mean, just living in Lagos and writing is a challenge already, right? Right. So you go through, for some of us who do the bridge, you know, the Terminal Line Bridge, back and forth, the traffic that goes with it, and you get home, whether it's Eco Disco or Ikeja Disco, whichever one you're unfortunate to be subscribed to, there's no light. Your gen and your neighbor's gen are singing a chorus over your head, and so many other challenges that you go. Those are enough to really discourage anybody from writing. But like I started with, I cannot not write. So we keep at it.
Thank you, sir. So for me, yes, round of applause is needed. For me, I got something from what he said. Writing process, the inspiration has to be innate. For all the poets in the house, whatever it is, keep at it. All right. So I'll go to Mr. Gelal, and I have a question for you. So I'd like to ask you, sir, how do you think poetry can be used to address social, economic, and environmental issues?
That's basically what poetry is about. You see, I was telling my kids just yesterday about this program, and I told them that I wish you guys could be here, because to me, everybody in Nigeria should be a poet. Yes, everybody should be. Why? Because poetry is about expression. When you express your emotions and what's going on, somehow, I'm not trying to go political about this. I think the Southerners even have more poets than the Northerners, because they see more struggles. The Northerners still have struggles, but probably they express themselves more. Yeah, they are more expressive and all that. So, to answer your question, I think everybody in Nigeria should be a poet with what we are going through right now, to be able to express yourself, because the more voice we add out there, the more pressure we put on the polity and the leaders out there, the pressure we put on them. And we have devices now. It's not like before. VDM just started when? I think about just a year ago, maybe last year. And we have so many other people coming out. All you need to do is just get your phone. Be careful about what you say. I heard about the NYC person and all that, but you should still express yourself. That way, we could, through poetry, because if you do it through poetry, it's like entertainment, and you're creating a content. That way, you might not be in that much trouble for per se. Fela was a poet, like he said, but he was a regular troublemaker. So I think we should use poetry to express ourselves. The more poets we have expressing ourselves, probably in maybe 5 years' time, maybe Nigeria will be a better place. All right.
Thank you, sir. I'll come to you, Mr. Tuwait. I'd like to ask you a question about cultural understanding and exchange. What role do you think poetry plays?
Okay, so first of all, I would say that being a poet is being a lot of things. One, being a poet, you are a god. One, you are a god. Two, you are a historian. Three, you are a cultural advocate. An entertainer, that one is. Okay, so now, in order for you to actually hold on to all of these offices, what you need to do is knowledge. You can't be a poet who is from Enugu, for instance. You are born and bred in Lagos, and you've not visited Enugu before. And even when you visit Enugu, you don't try to understand how the people live, or how the people speak the language, or how they express some nuances that they do. Now, it is in understanding the role of a god, the role of a historian, the role of a cultural activist, that you can actually become all of this. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now, in extension, when you understand your role in all of this, then you can now write poems that will preserve your culture. Poems that will help the people to see beyond what they are experiencing. He talked about fiction. One of the things poetry does for you is, there's something we call inspiration. You see things and hear things that you have not dreamt of. Now, that is fiction. That is a spirit from somewhere. Some call it muse, some call it inspiration, some call it Holy Spirit. Depends on your religion and what you believe in. you know, but there's a spirit that talks to you, that opens your eyes to see things. Now, it is in seeing all of these things, understanding it, and mastering the craft of poetry that can help you to curate all of these experiences into a poem, that when someone picks it and reads it, the person gets to the frequency of your thoughts. Now, it takes that person from there to something else. Do you get? Chinua Achebe's magnus opus, which is, yeah, let me just round up now.
Yes, so that we can...
Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart. Yeah. He actually wrote that book from a line that he was inspired by from a poem.
Yes.
So imagine if that man didn't write that poem, or Chinua Achebe didn't read that book, we wouldn't have gotten Things Fall Apart.
And it's now translated in over 50 languages. Yes. Okay, thank you very much, sir. So we're going to the round, the last round now, so that we can move on to the next segment of the program. So I'll come to you, Mr. Nze. Can you recommend a poetry book or any book like everyone should read, like a must read?
Interesting. Frankly, I wouldn't. What I would do is to name a few, and I like. I mean, I like promoting. He's got his poetry. He does spoken word a whole lot, but he's also got collection, and he also does performance poetry. Wana is someone you should want to follow and listen to, and her performance. Of course, we have the greats like Odia. I don't know if Odia came in here today. And then you have Obari Gumba, for example, and LNG Laureate in poetry. So those are a few names I could go on and on, but you can look for those titles and benefit from their work. Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. That's a great bank of writers we can go read about. Thank you. So, Mr. Jela, I'll come to you for this interactive and fun question. If you could have dinner with any poet, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Well, let me just clear something out. I'm actually a lover of poems.
An enthusiast?
Yes. My background is actually in music, but you know, like you explained, poetry links to it. I used to rap then, and you know how deep rapping can be. It's related to poetry. So yes, it is. Yes, rhythm and poetry, the cadence and all that. So, but anyway, not to take too much of our time, I think I'll rather sit down with my friend Godson, and to add to his list of books, please. Bush Radio by Godson, please. So I'll rather have dinner with no homo for the Gen Zs. Dinner with my friend. Yes.
That's a good one. Thank you for that support. We really appreciate that. Yes. So I come to you, Mr. Too White. The question is about your performance. I know you write and you also perform. So can you discuss? No, don't discuss. No, don't discuss. Yes, I know. I want him to do something for us so that we can just like have a good time. Okay, sir. Can you just do a short thing for us about one of your things that you know how to do? Just something, you know, to honor this day. Yeah. Thank you. You can do it.
Okay, so you're putting me on the spot now,
but I know that you were so good.
So my kind of poetry is very energetic.
I know.
And in order to carry that energy myself and people, you know, sometimes I do it with the DJ, but we don't have the DJ here, you know. So, but we can just do something.
I know.
We can just do something.
Thank you for that.
All right. So,
give him a round of applause.
Incidentally, the title of the piece is Do Something. All right, so I'll teach you the chorus and then we just vibe, okay? So the chorus is, when I say, so, do something, you reply, meninum. When I say, start something, you reply, kelinum. The first one is, meninum. The second one is, kelinum. So meninum means do something. Kelinum means start something. It's a Degema language in River State. So, are you ready? So, do something.
Meninum.
No, let's follow the rhythm. So, do something.
Meninum.
Start something. Kelinum. So, do something.
Meninum.
Start something.
Kelinum.
Yesterday, just yesterday, as I was dining words with the elder of thought at the altar of words, one of them told me, too white, did you know that if you don't build your dreams, someone else will hire you to build theirs? And then it hits me. Then I ask you, for how long will you be a parachute of salaries flying under the wings of others? When will you spread the wings and soar like the eagle, leaving the nest and heading for the wet nest? Please, please, please. Don't be a nuclear weapon that died in knockout. I know you're more than that. You're supposed to be the next Hiroshima experience that will hit the whole world. That's all. Please, please. Don't be a nuclear weapon that died in knockout. Harvesting from humanity, investing in the cemetery. So, pop up your potentials like a popcorn and enjoy the blockbuster movies in the cinema with a bottle of Coke. Plastic. So, do something.
No.
Start something. Kelinum. So, do something. Meninum. Start something. Kelinum. All right, my works are available on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere.
Thank you, Mr. Tuwat. Thank you. So, dear poetry lovers and enthusiasts, let's give our panel of discussants a round of applause. Super round of applause. Thank you, gentlemen. It was so nice listening to you, learning from you. I'm a baby in literature, so I like to learn from the masters. Thank you for honoring us, and we're so proud to listen to you and learn from you too. Thank you so much. All right. Let's continue to enjoy the evening.
Okay, so I think we should continue that. So do something. Start something. A round of applause for yourselves. And can we say thank you to our panelists? Thank you so much for that, beautiful insight. I trust that we learned a lot. Did we? Yeah, we learned a whole lot. So right about now, we'll be going on a short break. And this short break will afford us the opportunity to, network with people, connect with people. You don't know who is sitting beside you. Can be the next Otedola, the next Dangote, you don't know. So please do well to, network, connect, and, enjoy the evening while we listen to some soft music by the Clef Music Team. Over to you, please.
gentlemen, few more minutes, please. Kindly come back into the hall, please. 2 minutes and we start again. Thank you. minute, please. Dear ladies and gentlemen, kindly come back into the hall, please. Thank you. thank you to the Clef team. Thank you for that. Okay, so coming up next, we have Odufa Onwalugo. She's a digital librarian, cultural advocate, and information specialist. Please put your hands together for Odufa. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. That was quite low. Good evening, everyone. I think it would be better if I switch to French. Probably I'll get the audience better. My name is Odufa Honwa-Lego. I'm the digital librarian for Alliance Française, so I'll be reading like an opening remark for everyone. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed poets, and honored guests, and all our invited guests. We welcome you to World Poetry Day. Today we celebrate the power of poetry to connect culture, inspire minds, and give voice to our shared experience. With the theme Poetry in Motion, wheeling around the world, we recognize poets as a force that transcends borders, carrying emotions and ideas across times and space. We at Alliance Française are proud to collaborate in this celebration, reaffirming poetry's role in fostering dialogue and cultural appreciation. Let's honor the poets, past, present, and future, who remind us that language is not just communication, but art, identity, and revolution. So once again, I say enjoy your celebration.
Please a round of applause for her. Thank you. Please a round of applause for her. Thank you so much. So yeah, are we enjoying ourselves? Please, I need more responses. Please, are we enjoying ourselves? All right, so can we do our slogan again? Poetry in motion. Poetry in motion. All right, I'm very sure our contestants are warming up already, and I'm sure they're going to blow our minds. Are we ready to be blown away? All right, so but before we have them, we're going to be having a performance by Emmy and Ogaga. Emmy and Ogaga. Emmy and Ogaga. So please, while they come on stage, you know how we do it. Please do well to give them a round of applause to encourage them. And yes. So yeah, can we have Emmy and Ogaga on stage? Please give them a round of applause, please. Please keep clapping till they get here, please. So while we're still waiting for Emmy and Ogaga, right? I'd really love if I can get someone, since we're celebrating World Poetry Day, I'd really love if we have someone, come recite a poem for us. Not any of the contestants, please, but you really want to do a beautiful piece for us on poetry. And who knows, you could just get some, I want to invest in your career, I want to invest in your future. So please do not shy away from it. If you're willing to give us, poetry, would love to have you here on stage. Anyone. I want to believe we have poets in the house. Okay, is somebody raising up his hand over there? Please do it boldly. Okay, since we do not have anyone who wants to volunteer, should I pick myself? Okay, I'll pick by myself. Okay. Emmy, we're waiting for Emmy and Ogaga. Are they here already? Oh, okay. Okay. Without wasting much of our time, since Emmy and Ogaga are not here, so I'll just have one person, and then we move to the next agenda. The next on our agenda. I just hope my spirit leads me to somebody who is a renowned poet, so I don't have to. So yeah, mini, money, more. Okay, so yeah, I'm here.
I just arrived. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, are you serious? Okay, you're a poet, yeah? Okay, so what do you do? Okay, all right. All right, no problem. You're welcome. Okay, so we don't mind you reading one for us. I didn't come here by mistake. I don't do things by mistake. Exactly.
Do I need to stand? Yeah, sure. Okay. I'm just going to read randomly. I opened it at a page titled Love. Love is written by Margaret Suda. Love is like a game of catch. The easy back and forth of an unscored ball. No points counted, no cups or medals won. Even God, who is wondrous love himself, giver of all love, receives our love in praise, obedience, thanksgiving. And every father, mother, catching ball from small beloved child knows this is the only way child can be free to receive again. Love returned with love is quite enough to keep the game going.
A round of applause for her. So, I said I was going to pick someone randomly. And then, should I say strategically went to meet her. And then the beautiful part of going to meet her, sorry, I didn't get your name. What's your name? Olamide. Is the fact that she's not even a poet, but then she brought a book of poems and she read us a poem. Isn't that fantastic? Please, a round of applause. Yeah, thank you. So, I'm going to be calling on the judges because we're about to move into... Okay. Before we move into the competition proper, we have a short video about the poetic community, and that's the Naija Poetry Fest community, if I'm not mistaken. So media, are you ready? Oh, okay. Media is not ready, actually. So media is not ready. So before we have them, I'd love to call the judges just to, acknowledge them before we go into the competition properly. And like I said earlier, yes, the contestants are warming up, to blow our minds. Yes, so I'll be calling on the judges, and I would love my co-host, I would love us to do this together, Miss Esther. I would love for us to call the judges together. For the poetry competition. So the first person that I have here
Okay, so our judges, we have Mr. Silva Nze Ifedigbo. Please put your hands together for Mr. Silva.
Yes, and we have here Achalugo. Please, can we hear me? And we also have here Achalugo, Chioma, Ilozoma. Please, a round of applause. Ilozoma. Please, a round of applause for.
Okay.
So also this, there's a popular trend about Achalugo. So Achalugo, please come and judge for us. You are going to judge for us. Please, the next
Okay,
one.
moving on, we have Mr. Jella Ali. Put your hands together for Mr. Jella Ali.
Yeah. And Mr. Ali, please, even while we're still waiting for the video to be displayed, we love that you spell out the rules. We love that you spell out the rules of the competition. All right, sir.
Thank you.
We also have here Odufa.
Put your hands together for Odufa. Thank you. Continue.
Neoflirtry.
Put your hands together for Neoflirtry. Thank you.
And
welcome, ma'am.
Yeah.
And we have Honorable Dr. Kashope Abolari. Put your hands together for him. Thank you.
So, media, are we ready? Okay, so please enjoy the video.
Okay. Good evening once more. Yes, on behalf of Naija Poetry Fest and my fellow judges here, I just need to read out the judges' scoring criteria. So I'll just read what I have here so that at least we are all aware. I think all the contestants should know this. Criteria that the judges will use to score poets in Naija Poetry Fest Poetry Slam. The entire competition will be conducted in 2 rounds. The first round is strictly on the theme for the day, poetry in motion, while the second round is any poem of your choice. I guess that's freestyle. Each item carries 5 marks. Marks may be reduced based on the judge's discretion. To be considered for the top prize, submission must meet the following criteria. 1, there are 5 criteria here. The first one is performance. Judges will evaluate the performance aspect of the poet's performance delivery. This includes factors like stage presence, vocal delivery, gestures, and overall performance energy. Second criteria will be emotional resonance. We need to see the audience or evoke strong emotions in the audience. That should be what we expect from the audience. Yeah. And the third one is concise delivery. We don't want any poem to be delivered for longer than 5 minutes, not more than 5 minutes, please. So you should be precise about it. Originality and creativity is the 4th criteria. We need them to showcase unique perspectives or experiences in line with the theme. And the 5th one is going to be, of course, on the content. That's spoken word poetry. So that's what we'll be using to judge. Thank you. Let the game begin.
So yeah, like our judge rightly said, let the game begin. So yeah, please, can we have contestant 1? And please, while they come on stage, please do well to encourage them with a round of applause. So yeah, contestant 1, please keep clapping till he or she gets here. Please keep clapping. It's not easy, please.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Favor, and I'll be presenting a poem titled Poetry in Motion. Walk with me. In science, they say, for every action, there is an equal or opposite reaction. But in poetry, I would say, there is an art that dances to the rhythm of every beautiful poetic piece. There is a voice that winds its waist to the bedu of every masterful poem. Last week, my uncle called from Los Angeles, and for hours he spoke of his love for poetry and how poetry always meets him where he is. I guess the feeling is mutual. He spoke of how we could still connect with his father's land, Nigeria, even after 30 years in California. See, poetry is a traveler, an explorer, always on its wheel, lifting the burdens of its reader. Send poetry on an errand and it will deliver safely like the Hebrew women. Crossing land, seas, and oceans, seeking ears yearning to listen, heart eager to embrace it in the warmth of its language. Poetry is prophetic. It sees into the future, paints your dreams on the canvas of your imaginations, breathes life into your aspirations with its oxygen of possibilities. It dares you to dream like Joseph, to walk boldly on the carpet of greatness because poetry believes in you. Poetry is a bridge. It takes me across cultures. Help me understand why Nigerians are lovers of agriculture, while Italians are lovers of horticulture. But hush, poetry is art. Poetry is sassy, extremely audacious. Baby girl got some chutzpah. Poetry is a time machine. It flashes you back to the times of Adam and Eve. Open your eyes to why you are slave to sin. It breaks your conscience like a pin. It brings you back to your reality. It walks you back to the 1900s. And make you understand why Gen Zs, we always want to be 100 over 100. Poetry is a language, a deni. Not one of crafted words, the one only a heart to understand. Not the language of the spirits, yet we are one in spirit, lost and drunk in the beauty of the curves of its metaphor and the cascade of its simile. Poetry is a force. From Lagos to Parisian halls, it's reading beats where every art calls. It's the unity that shatters every cause. From Africa to Asia, you rock. Poetry moves. It reigns. It conquers. Thank you.
That was amazing. Thank you so much, contestant. Can we have contestant 2?
Okay, sorry. Good evening, everyone. My name is Basi Anthony, so I'm here to do a poem recitation. And the title is The Game Called Life. And I read. Life, they say, is a game of chances and opportunities, a game of possibilities and purpose. To some, it is full of all sorts of dramas. To others, it is a complex and structured phase, just like a prose. And to others, it is an elevated and sophisticated mixture of experience, just like the verses and stanzas of a poetry. Life is indeed a blend of arts and nature, seasoned with the spices of individuality and culture. A series run on the reels of politics and economic activities. A set played on the screen of history, past, present, and future. A tale scripted on the pages of literature. Life, they say, is a game. We are all participants, active or passive players. But the key thing is, the game must go on no matter what. Because life, they say, is a game of chances. Wins and losses is the nature of this game called life. Life is a wheel on a motion, always moving at its own speed. And we all must move at our pace in order to fulfill our purpose. Thank you.
Round of applause for him. Thank you so much. Can we have contestant 3?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Deborah Osak, and the title of my poem is The Flight in Poetry. I don't know if you noticed, but poetry has to be the... I don't know if you noticed, but poetry has to be the best automobile there is. It soars higher than NEPA bills because it's felled by hope. It spins faster than village gossip because it's driven with scope. And it lands smoother than your mother's jollof fries because it's guided with love. Even if you argue, Ghana versus Naija, this particular jollof has no borders. Poetry never stops moving like Lagos traffic, chaotic but constant. A downfall bus swerving between metaphors with conductors yelling at the top of their voice. I spin words like Okika sellers. Original roles, no fake vibes. Why really want the world speaking French with my BBO accent? I'm a wanderer in my own world, turning paper into passports and landing continents with consonants. Poetry stretches to Asia like Amala. And like a boomerang, it bounces off to America. And as long as there's a world to spin, a heart and a soul to win, poetry will keep on moving. Just like this poet to keep flying.
Amazing! Thank you, contestants 4.
Hello, everyone. I am Coach Chijioke, and the title of my poem is Poetry in Motion. Poetry in motion is like a moving train. The fathers were addicted to the pen. They devoured the ink. They were sweet talkers. Hurricane in Texas, poetry cane in Ikoyi. The movement is massive. We cannot bear this. Poetry moves more than a tsunami. It validates everything that comes its way. Poetry is big, bigger than we think. From Ikoyi to Nineveh, the ship roams in motion. I am not Jonah, but when I get to Nineveh, I'm going to preach in poetry. And you know why? Because when I preach in poetry, my message massages every passage. And even in this era, even in this age, it still does. Thank you.
Thank you so much. A round of applause for him. And here, can we have the next contestant, contestant 5?
Yeah, fine, perfect. Hello, everyone. My name is Okekechi Mwanya Jacinta, but I would love to be addressed as Mwanya. Okay, so. They say poetry is like what standing still, like ink trapped on a page frozen in time. But I disagree. Poetry moves. It shifts like the ocean, crashes like waves, whispers in the wind, then roars like thunder. Poetry is like the voices of Nigerian youth. Because voice of change, because in the heart of every youth, a fire burns bright. With dreams of greater height, our voices echoes in our land. Together for a change, we firmly stand. Voices strong, we rise as one to where we belong, where justice is one. In every village, town, and street, dreams of progress, our hearts beat. No more fear, just fire. Voices of our youth are clear with desire. With unity, we would reach the sky. Together to thrive, you and I. Innovation at our fingertip, empowering us on every trip, creating paths where dreams don't skip, success and growth in every flip. Voice of change and mighty legacy. With poetry, we will rule the world. Today I stand and I tell you poetry moves. And when I say poetry moves, I tell you it doesn't sit still, it doesn't wait, it doesn't seek permission, because poetry is still in motion. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, can we have the next person, please?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Priceless Onyebuna, and I'll be doing a poem titled Poetry is Who I've Become. I was born without a voice. A little girl lost in the slum, all I knew to do was wake up, eat, and lose myself to a bit of fun. Run around chasing a mediocre dream, probably end up at 16, a wife and a mom. Married off to a man with no future ambition, one who would come back at the end of the day drenched in rum and would proceed to drench me with sweat from his body and blood from his fists. But look who I have become. Look where this little girl from the slum has come. This little girl from the slum has grown wings and flown to the sky. This is what poetry made me. Poetry shone lights on my good sides, encouraging me when I had no one to inspire me or someone to run. Poetry gave me life. Poetry anticipated me and made my story into something called like glory. Poetry shone its light on my good sides. Poetry shone its light on my good sides, encouraging me when I had no one to run or someone to inspire me. Poetry became the fuel that propelled my engines to motion. Now look where I've come. This little girl from the slum now has a voice that is too big to be shut up. I am not who my generation said I'd become. This little girl now has a reason to wake up, to dream, to smile, to fly, to run, to look up with hope, because now I am no longer an artist. I have now become what art is. Poetry has now become who I am. This is what poetry made me do. Poetry is who I've become. Thank you.
Amazing! Thank you so much. Can we have the next person, please?
Hi, everyone. I am the Nigerianese, your one and only Nigerian Chinese, Nigerian dad and Chinese mom. So my title is called, my poem is called Wheeling Through Fire and Rhythm. They taught me steps before I could speak. They taught me steps before I could speak. Careful, measured beats, and don't you cheek. A girl must glide, not stomp, they said. Keep her feet within the thread of duty, of faith, of submission to dread. But I was born with rhythm untamed, the outlier my passion inflamed. A pulse that defied the script, a heart that spun against the grip of culture, of rules, of cages to rip. They wrapped me in veils of should and must, whispered prayers to make me just a quiet daughter, a yielding wife, a woman who danced but was devoid of life. Yet I twirled away, feet on fire, a rebel's beat, a dreamer's desire, not to be led, but to lead the song, to change the music, to dance headstrong. The world became my ballroom floor, India, Rwanda, Lagos shores, China's whispers, Canada's chill, a New Yorker's restless will. Each country pressed a different key, composed a mesmerizing symphony in me. I am Nigerianese, both and neither, a blend of cultures, a restless seeker. Now I return, a rhythm anew, not where I started, but stronger true. A woman wheeling, never still, not tamed by time, nor bent by will. Through poetry I carved my name, no longer an echo, no longer tame. My voice once lost in desperate prayer, now projects in words bold and bare. Each country I grew up left a mark on me, not chains but keys to set me free. China's wisdom, Ghana's grace, Malaysia's fire, Rwanda's pace. I do not choose, I am them all. A melody that breaks the wall. A fusion spun from east to west. Not half, not lost, but full expressed. Now I dance, not just to survive, but to build, to bloom, to thrive. Feet planted in purpose, arms open to learn. No longer dependent, I'm free to earn. Now I choose to claim my space, unrushed, unshaken, full embrace. I gather woman, hands entwined, each seeking more than what's defined. Together we stand, divided we fall, hence heed this day my clarion call. We wheel together, fierce and free, embracing all that makes us we. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, can we have the next person, please?
I go by the name MEX Ogaga. I titled this one Terminus, the lyrics of an unreleased project. Yeah. Poetry in motion. So how do we define nature without interpreting from the scripture? History repeats itself, illustrating vivid descriptions, experiencing life in a whole different dimension. This is real programming of conceptual decolonization. Cutting the chains of all of these Western philosophies dehumanized by those in power and local authority. I think most of my people need some real apology, or soon there's going to be a war that will really affect history, because what's the future for the youth if everyone forgets the truth? The new generation are still trying to find the proof if a God really exists and if Christianity is true. But how come every religion has references to the Jew? And is the question. I keep thinking, why we do religion? Practices are different, still outnumbering the figure. 99% of the whole human population are still getting confused about the reason for creation. How many of y'all believe the stories of the Anunnaki or the last the told after the tragic heat of Nagasaki? The world government be waving like a tough tsunami. So many conspiracies, it's difficult to believe in what is coming.
Amazing. Please, can we have the next person, please?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Adeshawa Alagbala, and the title of my piece is Poetry and Poets. What is one thing that is ancient but never get old? I say poetry. See, since time began, poetry wears robe of a vampire, existing with power and relevance in different eras, or poetry has superpowers. See, its cape is made of bronze, of dust, of silver, and gold. It never get old nor develop holes. So when they ask me, what is poetry? Who poetry is? I wonder, because poetry was made alive before you and I were born. It has been in existence before humanity was formed. See, let there be light before the thought of Bob could ever come up or national grid could claim champion. See, when they ask you, isn't poetry just words, and words are cheap? Is this really a career path? You ask them. Are words really cheap when word can create the story we call world that we live in? Ask them. Are words really cheap when beautifully crafted can cause you to show the charming side of your lips? You smile at compliments, hypocrites. Ask them. Are words really cheap when it can traumatize you, hunt you down, that you start to lose your sleep? Tell them. That poetry has the capacity to break and to heal. Tell them. That poetry can terrify you and sing you lullabies at the same time. Tell them that poetry is nothing less than an icon of sounds, providing artistic relief. It switches the light in the eyes of society, changes its narrative, and the power in our tongue as poets unravels mysteries, pave ways, and make history. See, tell them that we as poets, we are committed to making the ordinary extraordinary, because we bring Genesis to Revelation and Revelation back to Genesis. So when there are days doubts creep in, and you feel like you don't want to speak, to be different, to make your daydream reality, I need you to chin up. It's only big enough if it's scary. Tear the doubt script. Be discombobulated from mediocrity. Train your eyes to see, seeing the doubts that may arise from your pew-pew. Train your legs to stand firm on days obstacles green. Train your hands to bring you comfort on days of unending struggles. Give your goals the liberty to breathe, the liberty to speak, the liberty to spark changes, the liberty to heal. You see, for doubt, break its teeth and trample it under your feet, because you're definitely worth more than you think. Woo! See, you are phenomenal. You're legendary. You have the capacity to make people muse and laugh simultaneously. You exhale artistry, because you are one hell of a superhero. You are a poet. Wear that. So to the one asking me, what is poetry? Poetry. And to the poet who needs a reason not to get to a dead end, see, here is my letter to you. Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can we have the next person, please? Can we have the next person, please? Thank you.
Okay. Testing. Okay. Good day, everyone. My name is Hashem. This poem will be called Poetry in Anxiety. Yin and yang, sun and moon, waxing and waning, these feelings push and pull. They are a chaotic state of mind in a constant loop. Reality's figure now distant, the lost bond with it must be men than you. Standing outside, the crowd is faceless. Standing inside, there is one too many faces. Taking me away graces, altering perception, choking me tightly, the poetry in isolation. Retracing old steps, the past regrets glaring. Running forward, these old goals burn me. Dreams now lucid, these visions heaven sent. Like guiding lights, my sense of hope they represent. This is poetry and ambition.
Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. So we're about to move to the second round of their performance, and I'd love to ask if any of the judges have any comments before we move to the second round. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Good evening, fantastic poets. I really have this to say to every one of you who came up stage here to do something. Please, when you're before us and you want to wow us, don't come here and act as though you're talking to your bedroom mirror, because your bedroom mirror will not talk back to you. I was telling my colleague here that I'm very, very brutal with scores when it comes to things like this. So when you come here, this guy, there was one of them who came up here with a face cap. Please, how do you get to connect with your audience when you have your face covered? As far as I'm concerned, no disrespect, but that was disrespectful to both the judges and your listeners, and even to yourself. So please take correction, okay? I do this in love. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma. So please, any other judge? Okay, thank you so much. So right about now, we're moving to the second round of their performance. Contestants, are you ready? Contestants, are you ready? Please give me that poetic response. Contestants, are you ready? Yeah, thank you so much. So yes, the first contestants, can we have you, please?
I'm here again. So yes, Favor. This poem is titled Animals in Agbada. Animals iputi tayo, anima de we agbada, animal iputi suto, anima de we agbada, animal iputi tayo. Touched in the mic. Allow me to MC the ceremony. Besides, I will appreciate the chilled Pepsi. I introduce you to the origin of Kawayamata. No, call it jazz. Or is it a love potion? No, it may be concussion. Not the rice concussion, the times that make one sacrifice their future for money affection. I know some animals. Call them the Ojuju Calabar, they are masked. They say they are of the people, for the people, and by the people. But tell me why we sing bye-bye to our freedom of speech like it's a chorus. They go around in luxurious jeeps, they say they are Africans. They are the jinx that make you sick. They spoil me with the rancid smell of corruption, the reek of embezzlement and infringement of rights. Call them the typical Agbaja in Agbada or Abaya. They are the centerpiece of conspiracy theorem, the mastermind of a dilapidated system. They rob every parastatus of their paracetamol. Call them an ethic. They are the payer of the piper, and so they dictate the tune. Tune into your radio, and you are eaten by a hippo. A woman has been murdered in her studio, dismembered by her boyfriend, yet to sign. What an intro. They don't care if your account balance is on zeros. Their progress is how to change figures, out countless zeros. See, let me double it for you. Because today is Democracy Day. Oh, it's not. Still, I want to double it for you. See, let us all become farmers. If we all become farmers, see, leave all those civil workers. Sooner or later, Nigeria go better pass Bahamas. Liars! You dare bare your heart today, and you'll be attacked with a tear gas. The best way to avoid being locked up is to lock up. And so the key to our freedom of speech has been thrown into an ocean. The yeas have it. The nays have it. Wait, you don't get it like I want you to. We are stamped to the imprint of behavior like them. We wear their shameful garments elegantly like it's Gucci. If myself reach there, I go chop my own claim out. We become a reflection of them. Don't you get it? And so, yes, the animals do not just eat you like a bullet. They are fired by the zombies. Are you a zombie? Zombie, oh zombie, zombie, oh zombie. Zombie no go unless you tell them to go. Zombie, zombie no go walk unless you tell them to walk. Zombie, oh zombie. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Next contestant, please.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, so right now I want to freestyle. Okay, so the title of this is Predictors. They say that life is a game, but I say that there is more to life beyond what you see. They came with ships with different purpose. They came and they said that they are going to preach the gospel. And our fathers foolishly accepted them. The tenants, they became landlords. And the landlords became tenants. And they took over the land. Funny how they sold their birthright to those who claim to be, came for a purpose of spreading the gospel. The gospel that no one, the gospel that came to deprive us of who we are. The gospel of truth, they said they came to spread. But if we look at it, is it actually the gospel of truth? The irony of it is that we have sold our birthrights to them. And for decades now, we are still living in that lie. Though they are no more, but the reality is, we still live in that shackles. They were shipped, our fathers were shipped off to a land unknown. But in reality, we still live in that cages. They sit up there, claiming to be who they are not, telling us that they are living, trying to lead. That is why we have peace, such as the leader and the led. Who is leading who? Who are the leaders and who are the led? The reality is we are all going around in circles, praying for a Moses, probably a Joshua, to come save us from the nemesis that we are. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next contestant, please.
This next poem is titled Here I Am. Once I was a whisper afraid of the wind, a name too scared to be called, folding myself into corners thinking I was safer in small spaces. What a shame. Because echoes never stay quiet, and so these places I have called home, together with the streets that screenshotted their stories to my skin, they reminded me that I can become more. A presence of courage with a loud voice that will never be an apology, but an anthem rising like the dawn itself. I am not what they say I am. I am not that silenced individual mistaken for a wounded soldier. I am becoming. becoming the secret song of my ancestors, which will always be scribbled in my heart. And so in this becoming, I claim my place. Here I am. I belong. This is my place.
Thank you. Yes, can we have the next contestant, please?
Good evening once again. I'm Coach Chijioke. The title of my poem is Who Am I? I was baited with divine hands. Baited. I was baited with divine hands. He touched me. His breath revived my being. He sent all to me. Who am I? They said I'm that person. He is this person. I am not that person. I was made by 3 persons praying for the victims of cursing. Some say I am Hussein, Barack with no barracks, Obama who killed Osama because he loved his oratory skills. He says, I am Barack Obama, man with the words, dying with the Lords. I'm the fourth president of the United States of America. And during the days of George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams, Thomas Jefferson, Andrew Jackson, Martin Van Buren, Williams Henry Harrison, John Tyler, James Polk, Zachary Taylor, Millard Fillmore, Franklin Pierce, James Buchanan, Abraham Lincoln, Andrew Johnson, Ulysses Grant, Rutherford Hayes, Chester Arthur, men who ruled America before me. And he went further. These men have not ruled America like I do. Barack has been the man with 2 daughters who has consented with the gods and who has ruled America like no other. Benjamin Harrison was no closer to me. But then being Barack for just 2 minutes doesn't equate what the Lord gave me. Who am I? The heavenly being sent me on earth and said, man, go there, be yourself. I am Coach Chijioke, Africa's surest, Africa's finest. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, can we have the next contestant, please?
All protocols duly observed, custody extended. I still remain Mwanya. The title of my piece is My Dream. Naija, the giant of Africa, a spirit shines, a thriving utopia, rooted in the soils of West Africa, very far away from South Africa, a land of vibrant souls, with rich traditions we try to hold. We try. But shadows linger, problems rise. We face the truth with burning fire. No more desire, no more disguise. The labors of our heroes shall not be in vain. But that labor seems to fail due to the high rate of brain drain, which pours like a rain. Oh, we need a leader to reign. Definitely not T-Pain. Our leaders need to embrace the truth. Unemployment grips our youth. Education now sounds like an occupation, whereas connection feels like a true vocation. I am left dreaming to envision my vision, a true reflection of my realization of a future that is bright, where dreams take flight. I dream of schools where minds are fed. I dream of potentials. I dream of jobs where potential is seen. I dream of roads that stretch and are clean. I dream of a Nigeria where justice reigns, where our leaders break corruption chains, where our youth fights the urge to japa because of Sapa. I dream of a Nigeria where unity and faith stand strong, peace and progress, leading us to where we belong. Thank you.
Thank you. Well done. Please, can we have the next contestant, please?
Hello, everyone again. My name is Priceless Onyebuna, and I am doing a piece titled Ashabi. My mother named me Abiodun. On the Sunday I was born, it was all merriment and joy. They called it Ojoodun. They say a child is a gift from God, so they partied all day, booze, food, and an endless supply of rhythm and blues. It was truly an elaborate day. Bami Alabi named me Ashabi. Bearing me in his arms, tender skin glistening with the finest of oil, a true daughter of the soil, he declared, Wadi Omoluabi. A pride to family and society, I would grow up to fulfill destiny, and they all chorused, me, end of ceremony. But Ashabi was only Omoluabi if she was all submissive and homely. So when the boys were dressed for school, Ashabi was to learn to pound fufu. A girl's place is in her husband's bed and not amongst learned men. Education for girls was much of an inconvenience, and an educated woman was truly incompetent. So while my heart longed for liberation and my mind begged for formal education, my parents plotted my destruction. It came in form of a man neck deep in tradition. While my breasts were instead the size of eggs, I was the object of his wanton fantasy. It glowed after my body lustfully, and my dear Bami was willing to sell me off as property, all for a bottle of wine and a few currencies. I was sold into early matrimony. It was given Judas Iscariot, except I was no Jesus, and this was my reality. As an Omoluabi, I wasn't to speak. I wasn't to scream my refusal in defense. A girl's destiny is to submit in matrimony. So while my mates enjoyed their teens, I was forced to become a sexton. Submitted to a rape of body, mind, and dreams. That while my joy stripped, while my mates counted 1, 2, 3, I was pumped full of seed and made to breathe like a baby machine. At 17, I became mommy. Mother to twins and still expecting. This wasn't how it was supposed to be, but this was the almighty destiny bestowed on me. And even when I'd plead, all my pleas would only fall on deaf ears made of elephant skin. You see, this is not another gender equality poem, crafted solely for the purpose of stroking the egos of my fellow feminists. This is the biography of a teenage girl somewhere in the slum in Nigeria, Africa, or beyond, where the only ray of light she sees is the sun and not the one that comes from within. She has been forced to bury her shine deeper than the depths where the roots of trees stretched far too thin. Her vocal cords have forgotten what it feels like to scream in refusal, because to her, obedience is dying in silence, even when the pain bites deeper than the coverings of your skin. So to every Ashabi whose dreams have become shabby, to every Ada whose papa has failed her, to every Zainab whose hopes have been kidnapped, I see you. I feel you. I believe in you. You are the ray of light in the darkness, and to the thieves who have stolen the gleam of light from our eyes, the future is female and she will not be silenced. Because for every girl child sacrificed for marriage rights is a generation of change makers forced to be muted, but we will rise, we will roar, we will tell our stories, we will break the trend. And when the world asks us to be quiet, we respond and say, silence is never an option when the only superpower you've got is your voice. Thank you.
Amazing! Thank you so much. Next contestant, please.
Yes, your Nigenesis is back. This time with a poem titled A Tribute to the African Queen in honor of International Women's Day. A woman is magnificent like no other. She smiles bright through the suffer, radiating forth to warm the heart. Time to appreciate her from the start. Her strength lies not in her lack of muscles, but in how she struggles, hustles, and tussles. To make ends meet, she cannot bear her family to suffer. Through the storms of life, she provides the buffer. Celebrate the woman in your life. Don't just focus on her drama and her strife. Cherish, Nurture and adore her, and watch as the lioness within her stirs. When you are dripping in melanin glory, your skin tells your beautifully unique story. Mine is of my Nigerian and Chinese heritage, my life story in glorious display on the stage. You are beautiful, you are strong, and you don't have to belong. Just flaunt your gorgeous skin and regal hair. We all have our stories to share. Brown-skinned girl, your beauty as luminous as a pearl. Bask in who you are, for baby girl, you shine bright as a star. Brown-skinned girl, I celebrate you. I implore that to your heart stay true. Your wounds do not define who you are. Your scars to prove to the world you are a star. My darling melanin beauty, you are priceless above all surety. Speak out, speak loud. Chase away all doubt. Refuse to live under a cloud. Precious African queen, a regal, talented woman the world has never seen. With other confident women, you must unite. Together, we can reach our greatest heights. Much love, your Nigerian queen. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, can we have the next contestants, please?
Yeah, this one is titled Roots from the Resurgence EP. Yeah. Since the days of Anikulapo who dared to speak in for the people, we all screaming revolution, but we stuck in a position like a cripple. Lost in history, I can't find the origins of my people, but I'm black by the race. What really qualifies me as a Negro? The origins of man could be traced back to ancient Africa. They're trying to keep the truth, secret government of America. What I'm trying to do is spill my niggas the truth. I wonder what I'm going to do if I lose the days of my youth. So, we all scared the world is coming to an end. Can we stand the truth so the people still pretend? If Christ read on today, I wonder how we all pretend. We all prepared. We all chasing goals like a beat holding a snail. If heaven and hell is real, then I must be doomed. Because I've been sitting all my life making verses too. Smoking weed, getting high before I met my youth, and doing all of these bad things before the days of the dudes. So listen, we all living by our principles, willing to die dogmatical, being steady on our Sunday schools, although we're being sabbatical. So we be speaking, teaching niggas on our classical, so when we speak these words, they get influenced like an icicle. Bars are legion, poetry is a legion, forces working the kingdom, speaking nothing but true, bringing the word and no religion. I've been catastrophic, wildfire where you feeling bold, I'm spreading through the streets, I'm elevated as a living low.
Hey, thank you so much. Please, can we have the next contestant?
Good evening once again. My name is Adeshewa Alagbala. The title of my piece is Who Said? To every Desiree who is now Desire, to every Ikechukwu who don't turn IK, to every Jubril who is now JB, to the teacher who can't pronounce pupil surnames accurately, to the ones too scared to say what their last name is publicly, to everyone with the phobia of identifying with where they come from, to the ones who can only communicate in a foreign tongue. See, this is not to say that creative names don't carry backpacks that are charming. This is not to say that in my country, English remains what our official language is, but is it still our tone when the piano is louder than the talking drums? Are we still descendants when our faces remain faceless from the bodies we claim we come from? Haven't we just lost it? Ghosted, sanity, isn't this why we covet others' giftings? Isn't it why we drifted from the originator of humanity? See, from the manual for living, we drift, constantly piercing the hearts of the ones who was whipped for us to be free. Isn't this what modern colonialization is? But why?
Why do we bother so much about others' opinion of us more than that of our inner child? Why do we smile and laugh, all to wait for thereafter to cry? Who said we must copy to be respected? Who said we must lose our originality to be accepted? I need you to tell me. Who said we must ghost sanity to be accommodated? See, when next you make a mockery of my mother tongue or my name, I'll tell you of the endurance cape that my language wears. The thousands of bullets it's bared. I'll tell you tales of trauma every of its scar held. Because odo tobak bag be oriswen, big belu magbe. Translation: for a river that forgets or ignores its source will certainly dry up, and this accent is how I navigate my way back to roots, how I nurse my colonial wounds, and how my veins audaciously create its own space. So you cut me some slack. I will say my name and speak my language, and I will do it standing as tall as the pyramid of Giza. Because who said we must copy to be respected? Tell me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Please, can we have the last contestant?
Okay. This is titled Prodigal Son. Prodigal Son. Lost boy, aren't you far from home? Far from the warmth of familiar love. Far from a son that was actually warm. Lost boy, don't forget your chosen path. Young man, do you miss your home? A new environment, a new language. Adapting quickly, displaying wisdom beyond your age. Young man, are you now happy? Prodigal son, where did the time go? Where did the confidence of youth disappear to? Where did your home training go? Prodigal son, why are you now back home?
Amazing, 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 amazing. Please, can we put our hands together for the contestants? If you enjoyed every of their piece, once again, can you put your hands together for them? Thank you so much. And also put your hands together for yourself for listening to them. Put your hands together for yourself for listening to them. Yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, while the judges are still collating the results and we get to know the winners for the Naija Poetry Fest 2025. We're going to be calling on Icon Properties for the recitation of their poem. They are one of our sponsors, like I was informed. So please do well to give them a round of applause while they come on stage. Icon Properties.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Damilola. So the title of my poem is From Bush to Glory. Once was a land wide and bare, thick with thorns, no soul would dare. With vision sees beyond the dust, a future built on stone and trust. The soil you walk, the ground you spore, could be the wealth on which you earn. The wise don't wait, they plant the seed. They claim the land, they shape the deed. What bush today, with time and grace, become an estate, a prime new space. The street will glow, the great will rise. The vows soar before your eyes. So stake your claim, don't wait too late. The future builds to those who take. Buy from Icon Properties now, and wear the crown. You proud. From bush to gold, the choice is clear. Invest today, your time is here. Thank you.
Hi, good evening, I'm Tolu. Okay, the title of my poem is Land is Gold. Land is gold, whether rain, sun, or cold, land is gold. Icon Properties, where dreams unfold, land is gold. Several plots sold, a place to build, to grow, to thrive, where hopes takes roots and dreams come alive. Land is gold, a legacy to hold, a future secure, a place to call home. In the heart of nature, you'll never roam. Land is gold, a story yet untold. Opportunity endless where you can invest. For those who choose to build their best, land is gold. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Hakeem, and I'd like to present this called A Dream of Land. Welcome to Lagos, where dreams come to life. A land of promise, wealth without strife. Come and discover wealth, become pioneers like legends of old. Icon Properties leads the way. With deals so fair, you'd have no choice but to stay. From coastal views to thriving streets, your perfect plots, your dreams' heartbeats. The free trade zone, the deep sea port, the wise buy, and we'll live in comfort. Icon Gardens, growing bold and grand. Secure your peace, own the land. No stress, no fear, no hidden game. Icon Properties is the name. With trust and value, clear and true, your land, your dream is waiting for you.
Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for them. And you know what? I feel like with all of this poem they just recited, you shouldn't leave this place without buying a land from them. So I should actually pay me for PR. All right, thank you so much. So yeah, while our judges are still collecting the results, we're going to be having a performance by Spectani Ella. Yes, so Spectani Ella, are you in the building and are you ready for us? But just before we have the performance by Spectani Ella, we're going to be having a performance by Emmy X or Gaga. So please, while he comes on stage, please do well to, give him a round of applause. Please, a round of applause for Emmy X or Gaga as he comes to entertain us. Before he takes the mic, please, a round of applause for Emmy X or Gaga. Yes, thank you so much.
All right, it's all good. DJ, please let me have the song. Big respect. Please, to the judges, I'm sorry, sorry for covering my face earlier. Please, the song. So this song is titled Real Patience. I just released this song February 14 last month. You can stream. It's on all data platforms worldwide. Thank you very much. Yeah. More volume, a little. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Tell them the former. Yeah. My trust in God no make me feel so grateful. Volume, please. Yeah. All right, acapella, right? I swear. Listen. What else is the preparation of patience? Application was made here, you all know how I got here. What is a prospect? What's from the conscience? Laying on my fortress, this sound like a bomb shell. In prison 4, I was walking around the city. The feeling in my nerve is the reason I was living. My heart keeps beating, racing by the minute. Most ridiculous is this shit, you can't believe it. Where's the numero man? The shit is scanty. Man on myself, so I don't care who the boss be. Where's their resources? What's left by the public? Every now and then I feel the man I'm becoming. So real, no be purple juice, no feel scam with them born with be Paco too. Life is a piece, so we on a get Paco too now too. So pregnant, and we never knew. Then I made them maintain land, glory on the liberation, supersede the former. Listen, my trust in God no make me feel so grateful. May there no come, may your own blood no stay you. I will run you and wish me bad the same. I swear, cause I'm physically active, spiritually built disabled. Hey, I'm in a yard destroyed with the hopes to prosper. The world is a battlefield when they want to work and conquer. Place I've been, observe the printed footages. Every man was bombing down 100,000 enemy. Where my legs me, I swear I can't remember my life. I stand up in fair so I keep finding my balances. This is the ministry society of the congregate. This is my heritage. Don't ever question why I'm desperate. So then I became a savage. I wonder why a lot of people still question my knowledge. Maybe not because I don't get money, I know they package. So when the time comes, my nigga will spend the package. Tell them that maintain learning glory of the latter which shall supersede the former. Look, listen, my trust in God no make me fall so grateful. May there no come, may your own blood no stain you. Have you seen everybody I wish me bad the same? But I swear, but I'm physically active, spiritually me or disabled. DJ, to the next one. DJ, that trap shit, please. Yeah. This is Resurgence from my 2020 EP. Give me for your grave with my money, yeah. Nation fame in the fun, carry color down. Look, listen. I was known as a hoodlum, no means of income. Hip-hop was a voice like a trance as a medium. Views on my spectrum, I'm true to the custom. I cut you bleed, leave you stitched up like a soldier. Raw hip-hop to the mainstream, not palatable. Any means necessary, time to act impractical. Trying to kill the voice, but then I stay so audible. We are spitting something more strange than a miracle. 8 years and I'm still writing poetries. When I die, hoping I leave legacies for the century. The notice the God. MEX when I demonstrate. Hip-hop in there, but then I cost the cops to animate. How you feel when I'm the great? Now I'm coming the greatest. I look around the city and still can't find no entertainment. Drunken love, but much hates to this industry. Can't find no talent on the news or the magazine. One. You know even funny, you know. Try up the routine, the talking for good love for your digging. Look, grown man, I'm trying to get this riches on my own. To them pussy niggas, motherfucker, leave me alone. Proceed along the line, I'm dreaming up above. Upon the name of God, I paint you pictures of the dome. It's your real life. This nigga's losing authenticity. Nigga thought they're free, but socially seeking for liberty. If you want the beef, I take your life, but do it peacefully. 6 feet below, I make your fams wish you rest in peace. I'm the king of the south. I bet you shut your mouth on the door from on the ground. The robbers in the niggas proud. I took another route. The drone is what I'm all about. Nigga talk shit. I wonder how they stole it from the mouth. Thank you very much. Big respect.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Emmy. Oh, Gaga. So yeah, like you said, do well to stream his music on all streaming platforms. Don't let the shouts end here. Please carry it to his streaming platforms. Thank you so much. So yeah, right about now, we'll be having Skeptri Ella for their performance. So please, a round of applause as he comes on stage. Please, a round of applause, please. A round of applause, a round of applause. Even as we wait for the judges to collate the results. Okay, I think she's coming up. She's coming on stage already. Please, a round of applause till she gets here. A round of applause. Please, can we keep clapping?
What's up, Naija Fest? I'm so happy to be in your midst today. I've been looking forward to meet you all. Thank you. DJ, is this your best mood light? The media. This is your best mood light, right? Where? All right then.
When me run a keke, riding down on the street, got a driver. You know me like, up me shake on, somebody like, somebody.
So, I just dropped my EP last year, titled The Holy Rebel. That means fighting for a good cause. I feel like it's a poetic project. Despite the fact I'm not a poet, but I'm an artist, but some of my constructions, my structures have some kind of poetic, so you guys can check it out. The Holy Rebel by Spectre. So I'm going to perform in one of the tracks from that EP titled Somebody Likes. So it doesn't matter how weird you might be, how unusual you might be, there is somebody out there for you. DJ, let's go. From the beginning. It's like the sound system is DJ from the top.
Something got to change here. It's my time, I'm here to stay. Never, damn you who break things. I'm for you who seek for change. Somebody likes when we run a keke, riding down on the street, got a driver. You know me like, pulling up me shades on. Somebody likes, somebody likes, somebody likes. When we run a keke, riding down on the street, got a driver. You know me like, pulling up me shades on. Somebody like, somebody like. Yeah. Night and day, I'ma talk about the things we do. Shake them off, cause we great can resist their type. Check them when them chit chat about. Can't you see the life that we live? Do you think we achieve that with sticks and stones? Love the say, do you now know this? When the people cry in pain, do you condemn them? When the people try to grow, do you assist or you try control? If you're ready, whoa, oh, oh. Hello. If you're ready, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Hello. Move your body now and get the music on. If you're ready, whoa, oh, oh. Hello. If you're ready, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Hello. Move your body now and get the music on. Somebody likes when me run a keke, riding down on the street, got a driver. You know me like, pulling up the shades on. Somebody likes, somebody likes, somebody likes. When me run a keke, riding down on the street, got a driver. You know me like, pulling up the shades on. Somebody likes, somebody likes. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please, a round of applause for her. And once again, a round of applause for yourselves for listening. So, are we enjoying ourselves? Do we want to have an after party? Okay, let's strike a deal. Let's strike a deal for those that want an after party. Icon Properties will sponsor it. If you're in support, say yay. The years have it. There's no reason to say nay. So, thank you so much. So right about now, before, we can see our judges are really calculating. I'm very sure it has been a very tight one for them. And eventually, a winner will emerge. Yes? So yeah, before we have the judges give us the results, we're going to be having like 2-3 performances and then we call it a night. Are we ready? Okay, so we're going to be having a closing performance by Mr. Sheung and his team. Yes, we're going to be having a closing performance. So before we have them, please can we also have D Clef music team. Can we have you on standby? The Clef music team, can we have you on standby, please? While we wait for Mr. Sheung and his team for the closing performance. Okay. So I was going to even ask if Olamide is still in the building. Olamide, are you there? No, it's not your own Olamide. Not Olamide Bado. Olamide, the poet that read the poem for us earlier on. Is she still in the building? Okay, so I would love that you read one more poem for us. I was touched by that one, so let's have another one while we wait for Mr. Sheung and his team.
what shall we read? Okay, let me read a short one. It's called Identity by Carol Chapin Lindsay. Cog, digit, number, spec. Computers would take over if they could our very selves. In the myriad externals of today, where are we? Mind reckons from within. Soul never loses sight of its own forming. The vast soundings of our God will ever bring to light each one an image of the all, distinct, inviolate, individual, himself. That's it.
Thank you. Please, a round of applause for her. Thank you so much. Okay, is Mr. Sheon's team ready? Okay. So yes, please, can we have Mr. Sheon's team all ready for the closing performance before we call it a night? Okay, while we're still waiting for them, are we together? So while we're still waiting for Mr. Sheon's team, I would also want someone to give us a spontaneous poem. I mean, it's World Poetry Day. So do we have anyone? Where were we before? Oh, okay. Mr. Sheon's team is ready. So let's hold on after this session. So please, let's have you.
Good evening.
Right.
Poetry in motion. Poetry in motion. Tell me what to be go. Because she Baba looking. Tell me what to feel bobo. Ọpẹ́ mi fún Ọlọ́run tó dá wọn òkè yìí gbà mí ẹ̀yìn ni mo fi ọpẹ́ ẹ̀mí fún. Once again, everybody. Ta ni wọ́n ti gbé ga o bí kò ṣe Baba lókè. Tàbí wọ́n tún fi gbogbo ọpẹ́ mi fún Ọlọ́run tó dá wọn òkè yìí gbà mí ẹ̀yìn mi mo fi ọpẹ́ mi fún. Let's give applause to Jesus. He's worthy of our praise. Please, how many of us tonight remember it's an old song? Boju Boju Olorombo. Do you? How many of us? So I want the audience to please, as I'm singing the song, I need your response. Are you ready? Poetry! Poetry in motion. Let's go. Boju Boju oh. Boju Boju oh. Olorumbo oh. Shake it, she. Oh! Shake it. I need your last one. Shake it, she. Okay, but you shake it, she. Ẹni tó lóró bá mú abájẹ́. Let's go this way. Ọmọ tó bàyà ẹ lójú, ó ṣì ló máa mọ̀nà pa. Ọmọ tó bàyà ẹ lójú, ó ṣì ní ó gbà mọ̀nà pa. Ìyá tó jìyà dé lórí ẹ. Ọmọ tó jìyà lórí ẹ. Ọmọ tó jìyà lójú o. Ó ṣì ní ó gbà mọ̀nà pa. All right, we are happy people to make you happy. We are happy people to make you happy. Let's go, everybody. We are happy people. Oh, E-O-P-L-E. We are happy people to make you happy. Oh yeah, ẹ̀kọ́ akẹ́tẹ̀ ilé ọ̀gbọ́n. Ẹ̀kọ́ akẹ́tẹ̀ ilé ọ̀gbọ́n. Àrò jẹ́jẹ́ tó máa mà yá. Ẹ̀kọ́ àrò mi sá lẹ́gbẹ̀lẹ́gbẹ̀. Àrò jẹ́jẹ́ tó máa mà yá. Ẹ̀kọ́ àrò mi sá lẹ́gbẹ̀lẹ́gbẹ̀. Oh yeah, everybody, let's go. Alẹ́ kò lè alẹ́ mọ́ mi rárá. Oh, mo ti lọ́lá fẹ̀yìntì, mo lóluwà. Ọ̀rọ̀ mi lọ́wọ́ Olúwa ló wà o. Ayé máa sì kàn lọ́dàánú ẹja o. Ọ̀rọ̀ mi Olúwa ló wà. Okay, let's go this way. Ìrètí mi kò máa ní kọjá mi. Thank you, my sister. God bless you. Ìrètí wa kò máa ní kọjá wa. Ọ̀rọ̀ àkóbá bàbá máa jẹ́ra rí. Ọ̀rọ̀ gidi ni ẹ̀ṣá mi àṣẹ o. Wọ́n ní kọ́pọ̀ ṣàmì lọ́jọ́ sí ó ṣe fàáyì. Wọ́n ní kọ́pọ̀ ṣàmì lọ́jọ́ sí ó ṣe fàáyì. Oṣù dúdú, oṣù ọ̀pọ̀, oṣù dúdú, oṣù ìṣòro ní ìṣòro. Let's go this way. See where you care for me. See how you set me free. You are the real follow. Hey, no one. Everybody go. Hey,
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so the hour we've been waiting for is here. The hour where we get to announce the winners. So please, would love all participants, the contestants, to please come up stage. Every single one of you. Please keep clapping for them till they get here. It's not easy trying to compose their piece and come here to deliver it. So please keep clapping till they get here, please. And please make it snappy, please make it snappy.
I like the silence. I'm not going to say anything for the next few seconds. Let's just keep looking at ourselves. No clapping. That's the vibe now. Abby, we have the results here. See all the papers, oh. A lot of calculation. You guys, you just put us through so much this time, but I really want to appreciate every one of you guys on behalf of everybody here. You guys, everybody did well. You did very, very well. And I can see some familiar faces on there. I'm meeting you guys physically now, but you guys all did very, very well. So, but like you know, in every competition, everybody cannot be a winner. Everybody is a winner, but you know, the prize taken, everybody cannot take it. So, before I start announcing, I want to thank all my fellow judges, Honorable Kashokwe Abolarin, all the way from Osun State. If you guys don't know, thank you so much, sir. Thank you for being here. Then Miss Odufa, or now Logo. I hope I got that name correct. She had to correct me. I thought it was Miss Odufua. She had to correct me. Thank you so much, ma. Neo Flow Tree. Did I get it right? Yeah, thank you so, so much, ma. Mr. Silvanze is not here, but we are thanking him too. So without further ado, let me just go straight into it. Like you guys know, we are going to have 8 people take some gifts, the prize. So just 2 of you guys, that's 10 of you, will, let's say, leave the stage. So maybe I'll call names. Then when I call your name, from the 10th position, you have to just, you know, walk majestically back to your seats. So from the 10th position, the total score is 250. We collated it all over 250. So from the 10th position, scoring 132, we have Basi. Please put your hands together for Basi. Thank you so much, Basi. You did very well, eh? Thank you so much. Then the 9th position with 141 points, Asham. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Asham. So the 8 people on stage now, the next from the 4th to 5th position, you guys are entitled to a prize gift too. I think you know about that. So I'll just go straight into it. The 8th position with 159.5, We have Chijioke. Congratulations. Congratulations. The 7th position with 161.5. We have Ogaga. Is that you? Congratulations. Congratulations, Ogaga. 6th position, 164.5. Who? How did you guys know? Naija. Congratulations. All right, thank you. On the 5th position here, can you guys guess? Who? Who is Ankara? Okay, the lady with the glasses. Is she Mama? Mwanya. Oh, yeah, yes, they are correct. Congratulations. Mwanya. Congratulations. 4th position. Okay, you guys should do the job then. Who? Sky Blue. Who is Sky Blue? Deborah. They are correct. I guess we are all judges. We thought it the same line. Congratulations, Deborah. Please, before we go ahead, these are the 3 winners, so let's give them a real round of applause, please. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Oh yeah, come inside. Sit down. Yes, just sit down. So for the 3rd position, any DJ drum roll with 205.5 over 250. That's like A now. Red gown. Who is red gown? You guys are correct once more. Priceless. Congratulations, Priceless. Congratulations. No, stay. First, second touch should be on. Yeah. So we have 1st and 2nd. One of them scored 222 over 250. And the other